Hi, my name is Mark Dudley. This is my intro video for AEP 855 Educational Leadership. Like I said, my name is Mark. I am from Lexington, South Carolina. I work at White Knoll High School, which is a part of Lexington School District 1. We are a 5A high school with approximately 2,100 students. Currently, this is my fourth year teaching world history at the school. In the past, I've been a coach there, but this year I'm just teaching. As well as teaching, I am a part of the Leadership Academy, which is a new cohort that was created this year for the experience of doing administrative duties. Being a part of this group, you have to have or are working on your administrative degree, and you get to get experience in the leadership positions. Part of the thing that we get access to is 2 or 3 times during the school year, I actually get to do administrative duties throughout the year. I'm actually an assistant principal. One of our assistant principals is off campus. I get to do their job for the day, whether it's discipline, duties, phone calls, whatever it needs to be handled for that person. We get to do those jobs, and then we're also working with data and tracking different groups with graduation rates and things like that, trying to identify trends with different groups. And each cohort has a different group. Ours just happens to be graduation rates with students that came in as freshmen in 2018. I would say the most influential people in my life have been coaches. I still have a really good relationship, still contact with my high school baseball coach on a regular basis, and then other people that have coached me throughout my life, whether it be a coach at a local gym, people that really have invested in me. But I would say the biggest impact of my life has been those people that have invested in my life and kind of helped me reach my goals. As far as how that kind of plays into some of the leadership theories and my personality test, my personality test showed me that I was emotionally stable, and then my highest one was conscientious. I think that plays into it. As a coach and as a coach myself, I realized that I've got to be emotional stable. I've got to be steady. Can't get too high or too low depending on what happens. And then I got to care about others. So I think that plays a big part into it. As far as my theories, I think it kind of plays into that as well. My first one was autocratic leadership. Autocratic theory, and one of the famous people, or one of the well-known people that was Vince Lombardi. And so I think the process of coaching in athletics, and I know it has changed in the last decade, but it used to be, whatever the coach said went. And that's kind of how I was raised. And so I think that kind of bleeds into how I lead. If I'm the leader and I say do this, there shouldn't really be any questions. I've thought about it. Let's do it. And so that's kind of how it leads. And it's kind of funny. I asked my wife before I really delved into it, and she's like, "Yeah, you're autocratic." So I don't know if that's good or bad in a marriage, but that is what it is. And then my other one, which I think lends itself to coaching as well, and my athletic background, is the whole path goal theory. I don't think I've ever heard of that theory as far as the name of it. But I'm very familiar with working with different groups of people within an organization and having to work with them and coach them or lead them in a different way. I think that's very much like sports today. I coach baseball, and I got a team of 25, and I've got to work with each of those students and players in a totally different way. Very much like the classroom today as well. So I think both of those theories kind of speak to who I am as a person. So it'd be interesting to see. It was interesting to read about the others, but those were the two that really spoke to me the most. And I'm looking forward to learning more about leadership and how to become a better leader. I know that I'm not perfect. I know there's some better leadership styles out there, so I'm hoping to, even though I may be autocratic, that hopefully some of those rub off on me.